Miles from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I created Still Rockets to help empower, encourage, and enhance young kids. I saw an area where kids were being underserved. You know, in the summer and fall, everything gears up towards football. In the spring, we start to lose kids to grades and distractions and poor time management.
Oh, the Still Rockets brand has helped my son tremendously. You know, people have reached out to my son on social media. You know, they said, hey, you with the Still Rockets, that's a great organization. And, you know, obviously he's got a lot more followers on social media due to the fact of him being with the Still Rockets.
So my nephew plays on the team, and he came over one day and he told us all about how great his football team was, and I was really interested in finding out what this greatness was about. And he just glowed about his coaches and how it's such a family environment.
Come here, Ward. Oh, this feels so good. Here's what tough guys do in the ocean. Yes, sir.
All walks of life, you know, to get in one place, get to know each other, understand what it means to be respectful of others and be respectful of yourself.
First and foremost, this program is to develop our athletes. You know, everything outside of that, parents, coaching, fame, is secondary. Developing our athletes as young men, as football players, as sons, and then one day husbands, providers. We were able to qualify for the national tournament. Our 15U team is here now at IMG competing with some of the best talent in the country. One of the staples in our program for the last 3 years has been college visits. Being in these weight rooms, being in the locker rooms, IMG's stadium, they get to see the dream. We literally had a kid say today, I never thought I'd be here.
Make their eyes widen and say, oh my gosh, I never knew that I could do something like this. And from the college visits that we've had, the 6 of them, I'm excited. I walk out of every single one, you know, with my eyes wide open. And I can see my son does the same thing. And when I
coaches have provided us with extreme value with taking us to the college visits, which have been exceptionally beneficial. It shows a lot of the boys what is out there and what they can really achieve. The coaches tell us what Jaden needs to do with his grades and with his athletic ability, what he needs to do to get into the colleges. A lot of things that we would have never known about.
The college visits have given me an idea of what I want to look for in a college when I eventually get there.
My favorite college visit was Maryland because the coach kept it honest and real and told me how to get there and what I really had to do, and I just had to love the grind, like he said.
That's not being a grown man until you take care of yourself. So when each one of you graduate from college, you can't go back home and live with your mom. You gotta go home, you gotta be your own man.
My favorite college visit was definitely Wake Forest, and I don't know, they really kind of motivated me to work hard in school because they said that their acceptance rate or their SAT score acceptance is 1350, which is really hard, but that's something that I'd want to work for.
How early would you recommend a student athlete to take SAT prep?
9th grade. And that's because you get an idea of where you are, and it gives you time to build up. So in my beginning of my 11th grade year, that's when I'm gonna start again, because that's when it starts getting hot and heavy for coaches. Because we can offer you September 1, we can start recruiting you September 1 your junior year.
We've added SAT prep to our standard operating procedure. We've seen athletes in 5 weeks take their SAT score up 150 points, allowing them to compete and recruit at a whole nother level. When you get that SAT up to above 1200 as a football player, you become highly recruitable. We've given them an entrepreneurial role for fundraising. You know, everything they work for goes directly to their dues, and anything left over, we find ways for them to enjoy.
Well, Jaden has become a better part of the community and son. by being involved with all the extracurricular activities, if you would, with the car washes, with all the fundraisers, with putting the effort in, and actually with his social skills. Jaden was very shy and not outspoken, and by being part of this team and organization, he has found himself.
I've seen some maturity in him. At times, in the past, he's acted, even at home, he's acted his age. And I could see him trying to take on and say, hey, you know what, I play an important position and I have to lead guys who are older. So I need to carry myself that way, and that's, very important that it's come, sometimes it doesn't, the parents are not going to be able to install that in child. So it's good to have, the good coaching and a good organization that can help him through that.
When the game's on the line and we need a score, like I like to say, when the game's on the line, I'm on my prime.
Our coaching philosophy is two-pronged. Everyone knows what's expected of them. The coach's job is to teach, demand, and encourage.
The shoulders are high, the guy we're going to beat. Yeah. So bait and play with it, and as the ball gets thrown, you've seen enough QBs throw the ball. You know if it's coming 15 yards or if it's going 20, 25 yards.
Our athletes, their job is to prepare and perform. Prepare means everything from nutrition, exercise, rest, of course, performing, showing up on time, showing up fully ready to go, and of course, encourage in the down moments, encourage in the good moments.
It's been all positivity. We've been on other teams where it always hasn't been as positive, and I needed him to have some positive reinforcement and also be around people that knew how to teach him the game more than anything. So it's been an incredible value, not even to just my son, but myself.
The 2019 season was a success above and beyond our level of expectations. Parents came on board and helped. Athletes recruited other athletes, and really this ship has been pushed along on the will and passion for the sport. How this program can grow in 2020 after the success we've attained in 2019 is with you. We need brand support, we need resources. Anyone with a similar brand, whether it's performance, education, mentorship, guidance for teenagers, we would love to sit down and speak with you about partnerships and sponsorships and opportunities to help us continue to serve these young athletes in our local football community. What I see the Steel Rockets growing to is more than just a football program. I see it growing into a fraternity. Young men becoming grown men and being able to pour back into it. We always are looking for more athletes who are committed, who understand that these opportunities are not to be taken lightly, who understand that a lot of people are volunteering their time, their resources to help these young people.
Please support us. Go Steel Rockets.
Go Rockets!
Go Rockets, baby!
Yeah! Ew, you nice, yo.
Sick!